feeling though? Why you ain't feeling me? Feeling me?
It's week 8 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bills and the Browns, and it's all up next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned an AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again. They started on the ground with Eckler. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
That one a first down pickup of 8. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 51 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lance. This will be caught just inside the 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Chubb. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
The Lance going to throw.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to Tony. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
And Lance now to throw.
And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Shotgun now for Lance. A slant to Jones.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to a veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
To throw again on second down. Lance. He completes it to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, it took a while to get something, anything, on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Browns to take over.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Lance looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance back to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jelani Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Into the hands of Cooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking for and finding Arnold once again. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And not all W's are created.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm sleeping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it.